Hello and welcome to this review of Branson Cognac's Phantom. Introduced in 2019. This is produced in France by Raymond Ragnaud company, and they're pretty famous apparently and been around since the 1600s. It's not listed on their website, but there is a website for Branson which was made in like sponsorship with a music celebrity. Okay, there is a VS. This is the VS. There's the VSOP, and then there's some other ones. I saw the VSOP this morning at a local store, but I don't tend to shop there because their selection is pretty good, but they don't bother putting price tags. You got to go ask them what is the price for this and all. It's just, they don't deserve your business, honestly. But I don't support places like that. I want to know by just looking just the price, not negotiate. I did do that once and I got a good price on something, but I don't feel like doing that. Okay, so it's got a dark, like a black bottle with gold trim, but I think if you held it under light, well, actually it's a clear glass bottle. You see, I took the foil strap off of it and the foil cap cover, and it's got a neoprene stopper, not real cork. Well, I was recording the video and I had to stop it because it looks like it's going to pour down rain. It started to rain. I don't want to get wet and didn't want my equipment to get wet. So normally I would never pour something before I started, but I had to do that. Okay, it looks like sherry almost, with that deep amber. So it's almost a honey color. It looks nice. Don't know if they're adding coloring. I don't know if that's allowed in the Cognac region of France to add coloring. I know in the United States you can add coloring and flavoring to brandy, but Cognac brandy I'm not sure. Okay, anyway, I could not find even 10 reviews for this. I found 9. 2 on distiller.com. No, 2 on distiller.com, yes, and 7 on Total Wine and More. It's not even 10, so I'm not going to even talk about their scores. It's not enough to really talk about an average. Did find a good amount of video reviews though, going back to 2019, so I'm going to check those out. Don't know what they think about it. I don't see this around, honestly, much. I don't know, it doesn't seem like it really caught on. I mean, Ciroc sort of caught on. You see that here and there. I don't think it's too popular either. I'm talking about Ciroc brandy, not the Ciroc vodka, which is very popular. Yeah, it smells a little bit like distilled white wine, honestly. Alright, let's go with the taste. A little oak on the nose. They say it's aged, on the website they say 2 to 3 years. A minimum 2 to 3 years, so it's young. So, about 2.5 years. Alright. And that website talks about they say the law. That might be a law in France, definitely not a law in the United States, but the law of aging, like VS, and I guess they're talking about France. VS is 2 to 4 years. VSOP 4 to 6 years. And they're saying XO at least 10 years. Now I know in the United States generally that's like 6 to 10 years, XO. I don't think it's a worldwide standard, but that's the general range for brandies. VS young, they call it very special, but it's probably more like very standard. Then VSOP very smooth, old pale, the mid-range, and then the XO is the top, the extra old. Okay, tastes good. A little spicy grape. Yeah, like a spice, but white grape skins. a little sherry note. Now, they could be aging it in ex-sherry casks. I'm pretty sure that's allowed. as long as it's oak barrels, which sherry is aged in oak barrels. Light bodied and a very dry finish. So if you like dry white wine, you probably love this. Now, is it like bursting with flavor and really exquisite and deep? Now, the website, of course, they're going to say it's exquisite and give extremely detailed, intricate tasting and aroma notes, which I'm not getting all that. But I never can remember all that anyway when they give it. So remember, brandy, cognac is a type of brandy. Brandy is typically a liquor made from wine, grape wine. They take grapes and they make wine. You could stop there. But then they go further and they distill it into a liquor. Beer can be distilled into whiskey. Although they don't use hops because they don't want that flavor note. They just take beer, grain, make it into beer, or wort, turn it into whiskey. But brandy can also be made from apples, pears, any kind of fruit. It's nice. It's very woody. It seems like uncharred white oak. It could be that French Limousin oak, but I think on the website, once again, you have to read it all. It would probably take you a long time. I didn't read all of it, but I think they talk about 2 different types of oak. But it's like white oak. But it's very pleasant. I think I got a great deal because, like I said, it's running on the Total Wine's got it like $48.99, and I got it for $11.99. So that's amazing. So if you see it, especially for $11.99, try it. But I think it is worth the regular price. We'll see how it does against the other brandies in my collection in blind taste tests. But I will score it a 9.3 out of 10. Most excellent, 9.3 out of 10. A most excellent cognac brandy. And I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to France and take a brandy distillery tour.